general aspects of a pitch chart. I've removed this player's name just to keep it anonymous on there. But what we see here is on a pitch chart, I have a clock that's overlaid right here on the top. And I'm pulling all this data from Pitch Logic. I really like Pitch Logic. Great product to use if anybody needs anything on it. But what we see on that clock right there is 12 all the way through 11. And each one of these is going to indicate the direction of the way that that ball is spinning. So if we see a ball that is spinning, for instance, here at about 130, 145 on the other one, means that that ball is spinning in that direction. So that's going to be the axis that it's spinning. So if that's the baseball, that means that that ball is spinning in that given direction. So if we see a ball at 12, that means that it has pure backspin. If we see a ball spinning at 6, that means that it has pure topspin. If we see a ball spinning at 3, that means that it has pure side spin. And the same goes for 9 o'clock. It has pure side spin going the other direction. So with that, whenever we see on this 0 line axis here, whenever we have positive numbers, it means that that ball has more backspin characteristics to it. Whenever we see a ball on the bottom or negative on the vertical numbers, that means that it has more topspin characteristics. As we see a ball start moving this way here on the positive side, you'll see that in horizontal break, these are positive numbers. And then moving to the left, we have our negative numbers. But as we're seeing positive numbers, it means the movement is going to be more towards that right-handed hitter. As we see more negative numbers, it's going to be moving more towards a left-handed hitter. So with this, without knowing anything about the player, just looking at it, with the fastball being here on a positive vertical break and a positive horizontal break, we can determine this is a right-handed pitcher. So we can see that information on there. We can also see the curveball down in here moving away from a right-handed hitter. We can tell that is a left-handed hitter. So again, that's just some of the general basics of it. So I just want you guys to have a quick understanding of how to look at one of these, understand what generally that ball's doing. So this one here, when it's on that midline of 0-0, that means that ball is spinning directly like a bullet out of a gun for the most part. So it is spinning. Since it's a right-hander, we know that it's spinning that direction. And we're creating that movement, kind of like a semi-slider. It's registering as a two-seam on there. But we can have a general understanding of how that ball's doing. It's got a little more bullet spin coming out of there. So we'll keep making some videos on this and going over a little more in depth of what each one of these is doing. But in general, you want to know that the positive numbers on the vertical means backspin. The negatives mean topspin. Moving in either one of these directions kind of dictates how that ball is going to be spinning out of the hand and which direction it's going to be moving. What we'll start doing is kind of putting together some general thought processes as on how do we want to utilize what each one of these pitches is doing. Also, you can start digging into what is the consistency of how we're spinning that pitch. So for instance, if we knew the changeup that we wanted to add more depth to it, we would want to take away some of the spin moving in this direction and add it going the other direction. So these are just some quick generalities. We're going to just slowly touch on these and just keep layering in more and more as we go. But right now, the big takeaway, I'm going to hammer it again. As we see the positive number, that means we have more backspin. As we see a negative, that means we have more topspin. Positive horizontal means that we're going to have more side spin with the movement going towards a right-hander. Negative on the horizontal means we have side spin going towards a left-hander. So that's just a quick rundown of it. Very basic.